Hello, I'm Yan Yi. I'm in Group 9, and the topic for today is stories in a strange land. And before I share anything, I want to start with 3 questions. The first one, have you ever been to Asian Square?
Yes.
Yes. And the second, have you talked to the Southeast Asian?
Yes. Yes.
And the third, what is your first impression of them?
Sorry, excuse me. The answer is no, because we are in Taipei.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Turn back and repeat again.
Have you been to the Asian Square?
No.
No, but I am. Have you talked to the Southeast Asian?
No.
Okay. And what is your first impression of them?
Dirty.
Yes, but
That's in Taipei Station. Very dirty.
yes. So I want to turn your impression. Yes. And I want to share a story about a true experience about these 3 questions. Months ago, I passed through the Asian Square, and I thought, since I've taken the TED class, and so why don't I get in, and so I may get some ideas from there, and so I acted, and about 10 minutes, someone came to me and asked me for $10 to take a bus. So I thought, wow, it's a good chance to put my ideas into practice, and I really can help it. So I gave it to him, and without hesitation, really. And so he thanked me and went away. And after a while, he came to me again and do the same thing. So I just stunned, and I said, I have already given you $10. And so he ran away quickly. And so my impression on the Southeast Asian is not very good because he may cheat me and he just wants some money but not to take a bus. So this is not a good experience. So, but this experience made me think about that what the situation these migrant workers are in. To talk about it, we should start with the questions. It is, what did they come to Taiwan? In Indonesia, for instance, 71% of its people is between 15 to 64 years old, and it means averagely each 2.5 men have to raise a child or an old man. But among them, the richest one-fifth bear over half of the wealth, and the poorest one-fifth bear only 5%. So because of this extremely economically inequalities, so majority of the first can hardly raise their family. So this is why the Southeast Asians come to Taiwan, and some of them want to go to the developed country and they can make some money. So Taiwan is a good chance for them because of the short distance between Taiwan and Southeast Asia. So Southeast Asians come. Sounds very easy, right? It's not at all. To come to Taiwan, Southeast Asians have to face a lot of problems. If now a Southeast Asian is Mr. White and he wants to come to Taiwan to make some money and find a job, and he have to go find a burger company at first, and then the company will immediate him to Taiwan. But this burger company will not send him to Taiwan, but the company will intermediate him to another broker company, and and Mr. White had to do all the procedure again and again and again. And he finally gets Taiwan. He has already through at least three companies, so he can get Taiwan and just find a job. So he may come to Taiwan and serve as a caretaker and may participate fishing and industrial laboring. So this job do not offer really enough money to maintain his life, and these jobs do not offer really enough salary to maintain his life, while he still has so many expenses like residence permit and health inspection fees and service fees and the loan from the bank, which is to pay for the agency fee. And don't forget that he still had to transfer some money back to his family. So the surplus is really little. That is not really can maintain his life and could hardly live. So he may find something worse even, and like restrictions of religion, customs, contacts with friends, and even actions. And he have to serve from the main reason of this discrimination. And this might thought, I don't want to keep suffering from this treatment, so I must live here. So he tends to escape from his employers. And Mr. White is just a representative of the migrant workers group in Taiwan. There are so many migrant workers have a similar experience with Mr. White. So what is the real situation? I mean, it's not Mr. White. Mr. White is my relative. So what is the real situation? In this chart, we can see how big the number of escaped migrant workers is. It is really terrible. It's over 50,000. And this escaped migrant workers can make a really serious social problem. So how did these escaped migrant workers live? The answer is we employ them. Because these escaped migrant workers will to do harder works, and they may work harder than other workers because they have extreme necessity of money. Yes. So this is why we employ them, and more and more people employ them, and more and more social problems happen. Just like migrant workers might not be really respected, and they may demanded to do some dangerous work because they are escaped, not an illegal migrant workers. But there's a problem appear. Why we employ them? Why do we need to employ them? Why don't we just hire more and more Taiwanese to do this job, but we still employ them? And this can solve the problem, right? The reason is here. I can show you. Now most of us, the young Taiwanese are well educated, so we don't want to work with strength, but intelligence. And this causes a deficiency of Taiwan's labor, and the addition of Southeast Asian migrant workers can offset the Taiwan's labor, and this is why thus the migrant workers come, and thus migrant workers come, and so obviously, we Taiwanese can live without them, because if the migrant workers, if they are not migrant workers in Taiwan, we might live without fishing workers, industrial laborers, and so we may don't have fish to eat, we may don't have clothes to wear. So why don't we just treat them friendly? So because discrimination, we think they are dirty, just like you just stated.
Yes. I'm sorry.
And nowadays the migrant workers mainly come from Vietnam, and this Thailand, Philippines, and Indonesia. These 4 countries is the main migrant workers supplier countries. Yes. But nowadays these 4 countries are economically rising, and Taiwan is no longer economically great. So this is now the situation, and so we can't just keep ourselves high profile and look down on them. So we need to help more and live in harmony with them. So maybe they are happy to come to Taiwan, and then we can have more and more migrant workers to support our lives. Yes. And so how can we do for them? First, we can think differently about them. But yes, improve our thoughts. We can think differently about them instead of just stick at the old stereotypes on them. And we can cultivate our international perspective, and we can improve ourselves, but not ask for them. And the second is we can just holding and engaging in some activities for helping Southeast Asians feel as comfortable as at home, and or help them to adapt to Taiwanese culture. And if we do so, we can make Taiwan a better place, and can involve different kinds of customs, religions, races, and cultures. So we can just reach the dreams of multiculturalism. Is there anyone who don't know what multiculturalism means? Yes. Okay. And so I want to go back to my topic, stories in a strange land. What is strange land? Okay. Strange land is a strange land, but I have my view. So to Southeast Asia, Taiwan is a strange land, but isn't Southeast Asia a strange land to us? And so we should learn more about this strange land, but not still ask our Southeast Asian to learn more about Taiwan. We should learn and know each other. So we should learn more about Southeast Asia, and we can make our Taiwan a better place, and we can live better. Yes. So let us learn more about Southeast Asia and the stories they bring to Taiwan. My speech is the end. Thank you for listening.